now. Jeepers Creepers, race fans. We've got Jeeps and we've got Creeps. My name is Aaron Tate.
Hey, race fans, it's Richard Gere. Now, this may be spooky, but we got 37 drivers. Can you believe it? And only 32 spots for the race. We need to begin the time trials.
Well, fans, every one of these vehicles is a Jeep. And first up we have, from Kitterman's Speed Shop, Automatic. All right, Otto, let's get going. He's driving a J10. And that beautiful, shiny blue color, that looks fantastic.
Yeah, it sure does, Aaron. That is gorgeous. Now, folks, we do have a Best in Show contest, as well as the creepiest Jeep contest. These Jeeps have 3 opportunities to go down the track to post the fastest time. There is Automatic's fastest time. Oh, and by the way, he finished all 3 of his time trial runs.
Next up, fans, we've got, from Iron's Diecast Racing, you're looking at Iron Man. And he's driving a Wagoneer. And that's a lime color.
Yeah, I like that color. Whoa, look at that as he spins around. And he finished all 3 of his runs. This was his fastest time here, and it was his very first run. And the cameraman didn't pan back over, but believe it or not, that reads 19.3425, and there you see it.
All right, Richard, well, let's see who's next. Oh, boy. This is a creeper. It's not a Jeeper, but a creeper, ladies and gentlemen. And you're looking at Clot Eastwood with Feral Mods.
Whoa, I mean, that's a blood red Jeep. And it says he's out for blood. That's what it says on his sheet.
With a name like Clot, he's probably out for blood thinner. And look at that time, ladies and gentlemen.
Aaron, it says that he finished 2 of his 3 runs. You gotta watch out for him.
All right, race fans, well, next up we have Deacon from Rabid Badger Racing. And he's driving this really cool-looking Jeepster Commando.
Just take a look at the side of the truck. This is a hand-painted forestry scene. Now, on the hood of the truck, you can see the emblem Chavano Mountain Tours.
Now, race fans, he finished 2 of his 3 time trials, and he did quite well, breaking 18 seconds.
You know what, Aaron? The team at Rabid Badger Racing is going to let us keep this Commando when the races are over.
Well, that's great, but let's not let Billy drive it. All right, we're looking at the next driver, and it's Johnny Smoke. And Johnny Smoke is driving a Jeep Compass. He is with Small Shop Talk.
Are you sure that's the right name?
Small Talk Shop.
No.
Small Shop Talk. We'll take anything with SST in it, and he is scooting along. He finished all 3 races.
Yeah, that's a good sign when you can finish all 3 races, and he just clobbered that tree. And 1881 for Johnny Smoke. Looks like he's in the middle of the pack right now, but we've only got 5 drivers so far, folks. 32 more to go.
Uh-oh, it's time to get creepy. Ladies and gentlemen, from Hot Rod Customs, Rodney is driving a skull-filled Gladiator. I really like the detail on those motorcycles.
Okay, fans, well, Rodney finished 2 of the 3 time trials. This was his first one. Wasn't able to land on the wheels, but he got a good time of 18.53. So he's in 3rd. All right, let's get rid of that creepy.
Yeah, that sounds a lot more enjoyable, as we've got a really cool looking, what is that? It's a Wagoneer, number 101. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Thutmose the Third.
Did you say Buttmose?
No, I said Thutmose. Thutmose the Third.
Okay, and what team is he with?
Abnormal Speed Racing.
Okay, well, it sounds more like the driver is abnormal. Thutmose finished 2 of his 3 time trials, and he's got a pretty decent time there. So he's going to have to wait until all the other drivers finish to see if he'll qualify in the top 32.
Yes, race fans, we are only 4.5 minutes into this televised time trials. You're looking at... Now, who is this driver here? Fred G. Sanford. That sounds very familiar, especially if you're in the 1970s. Now, he is driving for Fish-Eyed Fool Racing. And he's got plenty of tires in case he has a flat. He only finished 1 time, and this was it. It was a nice finish backwards.
Oh, but he hit that tree pretty good. 22.99. Okay. Well, Fred, you're going to have to wait to see if you qualify in the top 32. Just have to be patient.
Now we've got at the starting gate Wiz with Wizard of Oz Racing, and he's going to make his way down. He only finished the first time trial, but he came in screaming.
Well, yeah, absolutely, yeah. He was just kind of moping along through the woodsy section, and now look at him scream. On his way over the half pipe and over the jump. And let's go back and take a look at what his finish time was, a 17.88. So right now, Wiz, you are in second place. Lots of time trials remaining, folks.
And the next one, the music is fading. Oh boy. Next up is a Canadian. And he lost his spare tire. This is really creepy. Well, let's put it this way. There are 4 creepers in his vehicle, the Minecraft, on his way down.
Oh, look at
and looking quite fast.
Oh,
what a beautiful front flip.
Oh, hey, fans. All right, 905 diecast comes in with a 17.7277. Take a look at the instant replay here. Now, the driver closest to us is Creepy Canuck. He loses his passenger and then just torques that gladiator. Is that a gladiator?
That's right, Richard.
All right. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
You mean creepy.
Creepy Canuck.
And now, race fans, do you see who's driving this Jeep?
Is this like a intermission or something?
No, it's actually one of the racers.
What? You mean Darth Vader is on a diecast racing team?
No, Richard, it's Raw Sun God with Raw Sun God Racing.
No kidding.
And he's driving a really cool-looking, unique Jeep. It's a Jeep.
What is it?
I kind of forgot what it was.
Look at the list.
Okay, here, looking at it now. It's a Jeep. I still don't see it, Richard.
It's right there. See, right there.
Ah, yes, okay, a Jeep Hurricane. And he finishes with a 20.69. I don't know, that's going to be very close, I suppose.
Yeah, I think so too. Okay, well, here, let me take over the next one here. Hey, look at that, a 2020 Gladiator with some motorcycles in the back, folks. You're looking at Jay Grams, and this is with Jay Grams Diecast Racing. Now, I don't know if Jay is the first name and Grams is the last name, but he is moving along. Let's see, he finished a total of all 3 times. On his second run, he got a very nice time. And now he moves up ahead of 905 into the second place spot. Very nice, fast time. Good job, Jay Grams.
Hey, Richard, I really like this one. Look at that. All the military livery on it. And we're looking at Alan Customs. Big Al is the driver, and he's driving a Willy truck.
A Willy truck? Is it Willy a truck?
It Willy is, Richard, and it's Willy fast.
Well, how fast?
Willy fast. As he goes through the finish line and comes to rest in the sand area, he's got an 18.2141. Alan Customs, Big Al, way to go.
Yeah, who do we have next?
Oh no, the music's fading. Oh, race fans. You know who this is, race fans. It's Mr. Dark. And he's really dark this time.
Aaron, that's a little overkill on the drama. All right, race fans, we know who this is. It's Mr. Dark with Dubious Diecast. Ooh, a little bit of a tumble on the landing there. Now, Dubious Diecast finished only his second time, but he got a great time. And so chalk it up for him. Second place right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're about to see Lando in his Commando.
No, it's a Jeep Cherokee.
Yeah, all right. Well, you see, he missed the finish line there on his first run, and you notice the clock. He was in the 17s. Now, this was his second run. He finished 2 of the 3 times. It's not quite as fast, but we wanted to show you just what happens if you don't cross the finish line. It's very important. These drivers stay between. Well, we gotta erect 2 poles to create the finish line. That's coming later.
That's right. Billy's gonna fix the finish line so drivers make sure they get between to get a time. A little mishap there, but hey, in 1832, and Lando's going to be positioned right where he wants to be.
Just like the last race on the dunes, right? Right, Richard?
Indeed. Okay, who's up next? Oh, we got a Canadian, another Canadian. Ladies and gentlemen, you're looking at Reaper, and he's driving that Jeep Wrangler. I love the looks of that Jeep. He's rolling right over the dunes very smoothly. Strangely, he only finished 1 race. This was it, 3rd one down, last chance. But I gotta tell you, it looks awfully smooth. Maybe it was a fluke that he crashed out the first 2 times. Look at that, a 1750. Everyone just seems to be lining up behind Pharaoh Mods, and the latest one is Reaper.
Next up we have, from Portillo Entertainment Racing. Now this is X driving a J10. the red, blue, and black J10. Hey, Richard, tell us more about this J10.
Well, I really can't tell you much more about it. You know, I got word that a mechanic was going to come out here in support of the truck, but, the time trials have started, and we haven't seen the mechanic. So, Portillo Entertainment Racing X finishes one time with a 21.85.83. Okay, that puts him 16th out of 17. Well, we're going to have to wait and see if he survives.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, you're looking at James Ironbeard.
No.
Oh, it's, I see. Okay, the driver is Danny McNuggets.
Danny McNuggets. All right, this is the Ironbeard Customs racing team, or Ironbeard Customs. It took just one time to make it down the mountain, and look at this gorgeous time, a 17.40. It's the only time down the mountain successfully. But Danny, you've got second place.
Oh, Richard, why did Danny only make it down one time and not 3 times?
Okay, I'll tell you in just a minute. First, I need to introduce Sparky Racer. All right, so Racel Racing Team, that's Sparky Racer, and check out this Jeep forward cab. I like the fact that he entered one of those. And let me take a look here as the forward cab made it down 2 times. How did he come through? Well, he came through on his side, and it's a 20.5025. Let's hope that makes him able to qualify and survive. Aaron, let me answer your question, but first, this is an Army Gray Wagoneer. Iceman is driving with Iceman Racing. Okay, so the cars with the narrow tires, they're 5 millimeters, they're the ones that are seemingly faster, right? That's not necessarily true sometimes, and they're more susceptible to tipping over. That's why they're only finishing 1 or 2 times from lane 3. Now that may change, and Iceman gets a good time at 18.96. That puts him in the 13th spot right now. But just keep that in mind, folks. This is a balance between speed and not crashing.
All right, well, hey, thank you, Richard. Now, speaking of not crashing, twice down the mountain, Willie G was successful in this really wonderful-looking Jeep Commando. And on his second run, you're watching his best. Even with that spin around, he maintains good speed, and onto the half-pipe he is just straight as can be. Let's take a look at his time. And he's got a 19.11, and that'll put him right there, right behind Iceman.
Very good. Okay, well, hey, folks, here we go. It's the 22nd driver of our 37, and we're almost 13 minutes in. Thanks for hanging with us. You're looking at a Jeep Wagoneer.
It looks more like a Jeep Dragoneer.
Okay, thank you very much, Aaron. Hey, the driver, or let me start with the team. The racing team is D20 Diecast. Oh! And the driver is Ouroboros. Now, unfortunately, this Dragoneer was not very excited about the course. That little shovel in the front there, or smiley face, prevented it from finishing, and so poor Ouroboros gets a DNF. I'm so sorry.
Hey, let's give it up for D20 Diecast and his Dragoneer, yay! And now, next up from Send It Racing in Australia, you've got Hoodie Two Shoes driving this Jeepster CJ.
Aaron, tell the fans what's going on with it.
Now, there's somewhat of a controversy here because we're not sure if this CJ is a production model or not.
Right, but, I mean, you look at it and it's clearly not a production model. And Send It Racing did send a backup. Oh, that's a good time. And by the way, he finished all 3 of his time trial times, so that puts Send It Racing in second. Now, the real question is, should we allow a CJ that clearly has a modification to it? All right, hey, let's move on, because we got the Essex boys, and the Essex boys from England are driving their J10. That's a amateur football team from England. That emblem or logo on their Jeep, they're doing really well right now. They made it all 3 times. Woo, nice jump. Little skid on the side, and they pop back up. Their fastest time, 18.0823. But did you hear me? All 3 times they finished. It's great. You're in 10th spot, and you're finishing every time.
All right, who do we have next? Let's see. We're looking at Ragin' Ricky. Ragin' Ricky and his Wrangler. And he's wrangling over those rocks and over the sticks. He's a little slow right there, Richard. But hey, he's from Oregon, Outcast Diecast, and let's see if he'll pick up some speed. He finished. Did he finish all 3 times? Yes, he did. Look at that. The chart says he did, and this was his fastest time, time trial number 2. Whoa! right into the tree. He got himself a 20.2604. Let's see, that's a pretty close shave. Hopefully he'll squeak in the top 32.
Well, okay, here we go. This is a newbie. Race fans, we've got Captain Chaos. Hey, let's bring a little chaos onto the dunes, just like we did before, right? Or no, that was Chauvineau. Anyway, Captain Chaos comes from Operation Diecast. There's just one operation, probably to win. So Captain Chaos is driving that 4x4. That's the only one in the contest here. I'm glad to see him do well, lands on his wheels. He finished all 3 times. And he's got a 19-second run as his fastest time. Well, kudos to him. Captain Chaos with Operation Diecast is right in the middle of the board.
Next up, race fans, one of my favorites. It's Lone Wolf Racing. They were the runner-up in the VW Beatlemania here on the sand dunes. And I like what I see, as he's got a great color scheme, and he's having a smooth ride. Coming around the pretzel turn, he finished twice, and this was his fastest time. It was the second run, and he hustles over the line, does fall on his side, but race fans, he's got a 17.82. That's going to put him in the 8th spot.
Yeah, well done, Rob. Rob Ironfang Vexler is his name. You're looking at another newbie. This is another newbie to our track. It's Ram Raid Diecast. And this is Nitram. That's the driver's name, Nitram. He's driving that J10. Boy, he's really driving fast, too. Love that green color. Look at him screaming along. He finished all 3 time trials. Beautiful. Lands on his wheels, too. And folks, take a look at this. Nitram, well done, my friend. You got a sub 17-second time. You're tucked in there right with Clot Eastwood.
Race fans, we have Sarge from Old Sarge Race Group. He is back, and this time he's in a Gladiator. I really like the looks of that one. He's got everything hanging out there ready to hold up some ducks, too. In fact, I'm surprised I haven't seen more Jeeps with ducks in it.
Yeah, but all the ducks are watching.
Maybe he's on an operation like Operation Diecast, and I know he's trying to get a time. He comes through and just headbutts that tree. He did finish all 3 times. Here's his fastest time at 20.65. Now we look at the second page. After 29 drivers, he's in 25th. That's going to be close.
We've got another creeper on our hands. It's a scrambler. Freddy Krueger's on the side of it, and Freddy's driving. Except his name is not Freddy, it's Just in Time. Just in time for some slaying, I guess. Fool's Errand Racing. Tell you what, Just in Time does a good job here. He comes in 18.4197. 15th place, I think that's going to secure a good spot for him. Great job there, Justin. I love that creeper. Oh, and the theme continues. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the Zombie Gone. Yes, that is on the door frame of this Jeep, and we're looking at, who are we looking at here? Spirit of 64 Racing. Cinder Foley is driving. Hope she can handle them zombies. They're making that truck really half-loaded. Well, she bobs it over and rolls. All the zombies stay in. Oh, that's a great time. Yeah, Cindy, you're gonna be just fine. Cinder is gonna be just fine with that one.
All right, and race fans, let's move right along to Dog Squab Racing. Anything that looks like GTR colors, that sea blue is a winner in my book. And he's driving a Jeep Wrangler. That's a super lift. J-Bo is the driver. He finished all 3 times and just punched the gas. The third one was his best after cartwheeling over the finish line. Take a look at the time here at a 17.28. And J-Bo is in 4th place right now. Way to go, J-Bo.
Way to go, J-Bo. Hey, next up we've got NZ Racing, and Duck Norris is the driver. But we have to let you know here that Duck Norris, his duck feet are a little short, and, well, the duck in the jacuzzi in the back fell out. Duck Norris is trying to reach the gas pedal. He just can't do it. Now, here was his 3rd attempt. Come on, Duck Norris. Duck Norris, oh, well, I don't know who that duck is in the back, but you gotta, all that water in the back sure slows things down, but Duck Norris did get onto the dunes. And just when things were looking great and smooth and he'd get a finish time, Duck Norris just kind of crashed out here on the pretzel turn. I'm so sorry, as NZ Racing will have to take a DNF, but I do have a fun surprise for Duck Norris, and I think he'll enjoy helping us out at the intro of each video.
Race fans, it's that time now. It's time for Marco!
Polo!
And he's driving a J10. He's got some big wheels on it. Now Marco Polo, he was screaming along each time, but he only finished once, and here it was. He made it over the finish line. He's got a very, very respectable time at 17.35. That's going to put Marco Polo in 5th place. I think the other racers beware.
Well, fans, keep your eyes on that scoreboard because we have 3 drivers left from Maniac Motorsports driving this Jeepster Commando. We've got a question mark. We don't have a driver name. Well, we could come up with a name, but hey, Maniac Motorsports, if you're hearing this message, please tell us who your driver is. We don't want to look like maniacs. We want to hear about a maniac. Whoa, that was a good finish. Maniac Motorsports. 3 times he finished. Oh, what a great time. Beautiful time. Take a look at that. 4th place. We've got 2 drivers left, folks. We've lost our music. Hey, there it is.
Let's keep that music rolling because we've got a CJ at Stupid Fish Racing has a driver named Mungo. Mungo just pawned, and he says that all over his hood. You'll get to see that in close-ups of the car. Mungo is mungoing around on the track, and he's coming down the half pipe over the jump, a successful hit of the tree, just like Mungo would want to do. And he finished all 3 times. A 1932. Oh yeah, he'll finish within the top 32. We have one more driver that remains, and that is Dutch Clutch Racing. Off he goes. Now Dutch Clutch finished all 3 times. Good for him. He's going to have to break 20 seconds, I would think. 20 or 20 and a half seconds to get within the top 32. And so far, things look great in his J10. Dutch Vandershift is the driver. And he's motoring along beautifully over the finish line on his wheels. Look at that. That was a nice hot rod slide. And with the time of 1919, there, Dutch Vandershift and Dutch Clutch Racing are in the 25th slot.
Congratulations to the top 32. Now those that are in gray, they're 33 through 37. We're sorry to see you go. Thank you so much for being a part of this tournament. And now take a look as we go from 1 through 24. Oh, wow. And check this out. We're going to divide them up and show you. Group 1 is headlined by Clot Eastwood and Group 8 by Reaper.
Yay! Now be sure to locate your favorite Jeeps.
Group race number 2 is headlined by Ramrod Diecast and Group 7 by Ironbeard Customs. Now we move down and Group 4 is going to be headlined by Maniac Motorsports and Group 5 by Dog Squab Racing. And then finally, Group number 3 is going to be headlined by Send It Racing, and Group 6, well, that's by Marco
Polo. Are you tracking?